but I did let a little sass out. Good morning. Happy weekend. I've been up and at 'em so far this Saturday. Oh my goodness. We have a lot going on this weekend, but I feel like it's wrapping up all of the things that we've been doing that have been like coursing across months. For example, this morning, why I've been like so up at them and active is that I was cleaning out my car. I cleaned everything, like all of my belongings out of it. I like wiped stuff down. I'm about to go out and vacuum is my plan. I have my little like portable vacuum and I just drove around and took it to a car wash. The car wash honestly like barely washed it. The doors look nice. The hood's not. The back trunk's not. Some bird poop on the roof survived the car wash. So it was very beautiful to sit in the car wash. I love doing that, but it did not wash my car. So car is one thing this weekend. I'm touring more apartments this weekend. If you remember a few weekends back when we did that, I found these ones yesterday and scheduled this tour today just because they are also a really good price and I want to see them in person. They might be really cheap for a reason. I don't know. But the ones that we toured before that we were like, okay, yeah, like I can see us moving here. They haven't had any good units come available for when we're trying to move. And so it just makes it a little bit harder because it's like, sure, I could see myself living here, but not if they don't have an apartment when I'm trying to move. So we're touring apartments tonight. And before that, actually, reverse, I'm taking Zach to the airport. He is going on a 2-week cruise in the Mediterranean. He is going to have the absolute time of his life, but that also means that I am living alone for 2 weeks. He will be back by the time this vlog posts, but I just think it'll be fun to kind of like vlog my little living alone series for 2 weeks. That's a long time. I actually don't think I've ever like lived alone for that long ever before. So this is kind of the first video of that, living alone part 1. Trying to think what else we got going on. I feel like there's just so many things that I want to do that it's hard in my head to like fit them all into the weekend, even though I will be able to fit them all into the weekend. And like I'll even have a lot of free time Sunday, I believe, tomorrow. It's just like in my head. I've got to keep on pushing along. I haven't even eaten yet today. I probably should do that. I'm gonna have a protein bar, gonna keep drinking my water, gonna go out and vacuum the car, gonna do a little quote online because I'm gonna go to CarMax to sell my car just because it's easy. And I've heard that you get like a relatively good price for your car. And I think I've said this before, like I'm just ready to be done with my car. I don't drive it enough to upkeep it. So then when I do try to drive it, it like has problems. But then like I don't drive it enough to actually, like, there's nothing that can get fixed. It's just like I would need to drive it more often if that makes any kind of sense. And I'm not keeping it for a long time anyways. And so it is getting sold and I'm gonna feel such a sense of relief when it gets sold. I think I'll feel like a little bit sad for it because this is the car that I've had since I was 18. I bought it in cash when I was 18. So like it's driven me from Missouri to Alabama so many times during college. I mean, it drove me from Alabama to Atlanta here. Honestly, it's been in Atlanta ever since then, I think. I don't think I've driven home to Missouri in this car since moving to Atlanta, but that's a moot point. So it just feels like a really big deal. Even if it's just like, okay, you're just selling your car. It's like, but this was my first like car that I got myself. Oh, I told him how you were leaving me for 2 weeks.
Oh.
We're just gonna watch my slow descent into a depressive episode. You didn't want all the car stuff on it. So many Georgia State Patrol are out today. It was quite shocking. And then I saw on Instagram that apparently Joe Biden is here. I feel like we keep getting like presidential, vice presidential visits. And I don't know what their business is here. Like I don't know what they're doing. I feel like it's rare for them to go to like the same city so many times. And I feel like, I don't know, over the past like 2 months, either Joe or Kamala has been here like 3 times. So lots of Georgia State Patrol out. And so I drove the speed limit as I always do. Dropped Zach off. I was driving away from the airport. He called me that he'd forgotten his sunglasses in the car. So circled back around, dropped him off, and I am now by myself for 2 weeks. I am shoveling down some lunch before heading to the apartment tour. I feel like of the things I am doing today, they all just have like weird chunks of time in between because I got home at 12:15 1:15 and then I'm leaving like 40 minutes later. And then after the apartment, I didn't know how long it would take. So I made my sell my car appointment be at 3. So like apartment 1:15, car at 3. I can't imagine I'm actually gonna be at the apartment that long, but I didn't want like it to go long and me miss my car. So that's another weird chunk of time between the two. But I think once I'm done with the apartment, I'll just go to the car place. And then if I'm early, I'm early. So that's my plan. And after the car place, I don't know how long that will take at all. It might be really quick because I can't imagine, I don't know. We'll see. I've never done this before. But then I'm babysitting tonight at 6. So there'll be a bigger chunk of time then that I can like shower and sit down for the first time today, which I'm definitely looking forward to. I did not know how productive my productive weekend was gonna be. I think I'm gonna braid my hair so I look a little more put together. I'm naming this apartment number 5 since we saw 4 in the first video, but welcome to our first 1 bed, 1 bath of the day. This one is 750 square feet, so it is the smaller of the 2 that we are touring today. But as you can see, it has things that we do not currently have, such as a pantry with a really funny door, but that's fine. The kitchen is nice. They did say that a difference in the units that we would be applying for would be that it would have like the light wood cabinetry. I don't remember if it's oak or like what that is, but you know, the light wood. But as you can see too, there's laundry, there's storage above the laundry, there's the coat closet, all of which is bigger than what we currently have. And it has a balcony, which feels great and incredible. That's a lot of kudzu, a lot of invasive kudzu right there. I don't know if you guys know about kudzu, but I read like a little National Geographic article about it when I was 8, and now I remember it grows so fast. Anyways, it has built-in shelves, which I feel like is really incredible. And then the bedroom is great too. And I did love, like, this one felt so clean compared to the other ones that we went to, which, like, benefit of the doubt, hopefully the other ones would clean before we moved in. But like, you can see that the carpet has been shampooed. Like, I felt bad for walking all around it. Oops, I left the light on in the closet. That's my bad. But the closet was big too. That has a lot of room in it, and it is like so much more than what we have right now. The bathroom was nice, like nothing too stand out. I feel like it's pretty much the same space that we have now. And then this is apartment 6, so it's also a 1 bed, 1 bath, but it is 950 square feet. You can already see there's a lot of windows, which is just incredible. And it has the little built-in desk area, which I love. I never checked on what that door was that was to the right of the desk. I don't know what that is. The balcony is huge. If I turned up the volume in this video of me taking it, you can hear me say to the person, wow, you could just live out here. And I feel like that is true. You could. And it has a little dining area. I don't know yet if we'll actually use that for a dining area because there's the bar right there too. So it'd kind of be fun if that was like a cozy area, but TBD. Also a pantry, kind of a small pantry, but that is fine. And then a washer and dryer as well. And as you can see, storage above both the washer and dryer too, which is really just incredible. The kitchen would be the same where it would have like the lighter wood. Oh my gosh, sorry for spinning in so many circles right here. It would have the lighter wood, not the red cherry kind of stuff that's going on there, but that's fine. And then it has like the gray green trims and doors, kind of like the last apartments that we saw had. I think that's called crown molding up at the top, which just feels fancy. Huge closet in the bedroom, like huge closet, unheard of. That is so wild. And then we got the linen closet too, which is also bigger than what we currently have. Like the 950 square feet is really making good use of itself. And then the bathroom too, I feel like this vanity is bigger than the other one. Like there's more space on either side of the sink. I do think I liked those. Like they felt quite nice, I felt like. And they do have ones that are available more so around the time that we're trying to move. Everyone say goodbye to my car. I'm here now. Getting ready to sell her. We'll be okay. I have all my stuff in a bag in the back. Gonna walk on in. A little car tour before we go. My little 2012 Ford Focus. I love her. She's not in like the greatest condition, but she is in the exact same condition that I bought her in. So like, feels like a win. Look, we got some like discoloration up there. That's broken there. That's broken there. A few things going on. I don't know if you picked up on the fact that that last video clip was me driving home in the car that I was supposed to be selling today, but it was. That is exactly what it was. Let me scoot over so the lighting is better. I still own my car. I was so excited to be done with that whole process because I've been thinking about selling it for the longest time, and I've been like ready to sell it for the longest time. But basically the nitty gritty, both me and my mom's names are on the title. And so in order for me to sell it without her present, there was a power of attorney form that I literally reached out to CarMax and I was like, hey, what form do I need to like fill out? Since it'll only be me there selling it, my mom won't be there in person. So they sent me a power of attorney form that basically my mom gave me permission to act as her attorney and being able to like sign for the sale of the car. And it got notarized and everything. She overnighted it to me. There was this whole debacle where she accidentally sent it to my old address, not my current address. And so I had to retrieve it. But I finally got the form and it was great. And then I showed up today and I had all my documents ready and they like gave me the offer back and they like appraised it to be the same that I saw online, which was good. And I was like, do you have the title? And so I gave him the title and I was like, and here's the power of attorney form since my mom's not physically here. And he's like, I've never seen that before. And it literally says CarMax on the top. Like it's CarMax branded. He's like, I've never seen that form before. He was like, where did you get this? And I was like, y'all, y'all sent it to me. He's like, who sent it to you? And so I was saying like, I went online, I talked to someone, he like emailed it to me and said like this was the one that should work in Georgia where I'm selling the car, and this guy was like, no, that is not the form. Georgia requires a certain like state of Georgia government limited power of attorney form that he like pulled up, and he was like, but don't worry, I have a quick workaround. It's like, oh great, yay, quick workaround. I'm still selling my car today. His quick workaround is that my mom can fill out the form, have it notarized, and have it overnighted here. And so I did. I wasn't sassy, but I did let a little sass out, only a little bit though, because I know this isn't like this guy's fault. It just was kind of frustrating. He was like, yeah, your mom can overnight it. Like that's the quick workaround. And I was like, that's what she did with the first one. She already did that. So I called her on the way back home, but she didn't answer. I think she's busy right now. But at some point she's gonna find out that I would like her to fill out another form, go get it notarized again, and overnight it to me again. And he was like, but don't worry, because this offer is valid for 7 days. Unfortunately, sir, you're closed on Sundays. I work Monday through Friday, and so Saturday is gonna be the 8th day whenever I go back there. It's all fine. I don't mean to complain. Nothing like bad is occurring. I was so excited for my like, productive weekend to have this part done, especially because I was gonna do it next weekend anyway. So I guess it's good that I went in today so I could learn that I need this new form, and then I can just end up actually selling it next weekend. I just felt, in an effort to express feelings verbally, I felt frustrated that I did everything that I thought I could do to like prepare in advance and have everything with me so that when I went in, I could just have it be done. Because it's not that close to where I live either. Like it was like 30-minute drive to get there. We're just adding miles to my car before I sell it. But it'll be okay. And like in the grand scheme of things, nothing bad happened, and I'll just sell it next week, assuming my mom is able to sign, print, notarize, and overnight it again. But to the right address this time, so that should be helpful. On a more positive note, I sent Zach a lot of videos and pictures of the apartments that I just toured, and we both really like them, and we think that we're gonna apply for one of those. As I'd said before, we really liked the place that we had toured before as well, but they just don't have like units that are coming available whenever we need them to be available. And this one has one that will be available. It's quite a bit sooner than we would necessarily need it to be. It's like 16 days before our current lease is up, but I would so much rather the leases overlap that way than the opposite way where we're homeless again for a little bit. If you picked up on me saying homeless again and you have no idea what I'm talking about, you must not have been a subscriber in summer of 2021. Go find my summer 2021 playlist and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But so that is exciting, and they do 15-month leases. And so by that point, paying for 2 apartments for 16 days kind of evens out because it saves like moving costs 15 months down the line. And that pushes us out of a summer move, because right now, like we were June last year, July this year, I would love to not have to move in the summers. I don't even know what I'm gonna be up to. I have 2.5 hours until I babysit. In that time, I definitely want to shower. I think I'm probably gonna do that first, just so I feel like good inside my own skin. I need to finish editing the video that's going up tomorrow. That's important. Okay, shower, eat, finish tomorrow's video, get tomorrow's video exporting and uploading, because that can take a little bit. The laundry needs to move to the dryer, so I'll do that. I need to do like the thumbnail and everything for that video. I haven't done any of that. And at some point I need to sit because I have been up and at them today. There's a chance this is extra, but I just like have not been eating enough yet today because I've been busy. So I have my leftover turkey, the rest of it that's left. I have a protein shake with my, I already put it away, my boba tea protein, the taro milk tea one, which I've been loving. Protein shake with that, and then I just made coffee. And then after I have all of this, which is a lot of liquids, I also have a new kombucha that Zach got earlier this morning. He went to get a haircut and it was next to Whole Foods, so he popped in and got the new GT's kombucha. It has been forever since we've used the, you see that? The little like whipped milk function on this Keurig, and I kind of just remembered that it was there, so I'm gonna add it in to my coffee. Babysitting outfit. Really stylish, really styled up. The family that I'm going to babysit for, I met like when I first moved to Atlanta. So like the little girl was 4 when I met her, and now it's going on 8, which is absolutely wild. I am about to drive on over there though. I don't know what our plan is for the night. My guess is it'll probably be a movie of some sort. They usually stay up until their parents get back. And if it's a movie that we're watching, like we will be sitting and watching the movie. If I like even glance at my phone or get a notification or something, this little girl is like, Anna, watch the movie. And I'm like, okay, sorry, my bad. So I'll let you know what we pick. What good quality cinema I consume tonight. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I'm about to go grocery shop. It's about 11 right now, which I needed a slow start to the morning after like bouncing around everywhere yesterday. But this morning I finished editing the video and like uploading, exporting, doing the thumbnail that's gonna go live today. And then I wouldn't say I was wedding planning. I was more like trying to plan what I'm going to need to plan in the future. So just like spent quite a bit of time on the computer for that, which I think ultimately was it was a good little session. Helped me get like kind of my brains about the things that I'm going to need to plan in the future. I have a brief grocery list. I'm gonna try to meal prep this week since it's just me. I don't want to like cook every night just for myself, and it would just be nice to have like things that I can have on hand. And so I'm gonna do like some roasted veggies, make like some quinoa. I forget what else it is. It was like a website I found that had like meal prep for a week for one, and that's perfect. That is me. That is my situation. So I think I'm gonna go to Walmart to grocery shop, which makes me a little bit nervous going by myself to the one I'm going to. I'm already missing Zach, but I'll be fine. And I am curious, like buying what I think I'm gonna eat for a week, how the grocery total will vary compared to whenever Zach and I go together for the week. I'm just curious about that because it's been a very long time since I've ever grocery shopped only for myself. And then there's also a few other things I need to pick up, which is kind of why I want to go to Walmart. Like I need to get deodorant and I forget what else now, but hopefully I remember by the time that I get there. So some loose plans for the day. The fun part about these plans is that they're all like in apartment plans instead of bouncing around through all of Atlanta and trying to sell a car and failing to sell a car. Meal prep today, and then I want to do a true Sunday reset. I feel like I always say, oh, I'm gonna do a Sunday reset, and it's like rare that everything actually gets done to where I feel like just great headed into the week. And I would just love to feel great headed into the week. And so like finishing up laundry, washing my sheets, I don't know, just like doing those types of things is what I want to do today. At some point I need to go work out too. If it clears up, maybe we'll like lay out this afternoon just for like a fun little activity, but right now it's cloudy, so that is a TBD in my future. Okay, 120 is what I spent, but I think it's all on good things. And as long as I do my power hour of cooking today to get things all prepared, I think it'll be pretty easy for this week too. So I got a lot of basics. I'll kind of just go through, I guess, some of the like plans for the meals. I'm gonna roast a lot of vegetables, like I said. So I'm gonna roast a cauliflower, I'm gonna roast Brussels sprouts, bell peppers, sweet potatoes, and the onion today. And then I'm gonna make a lot of quinoa so that then later this week I can do quinoa. Those vegetables, like a helping of those vegetables, can add like avocado as a topper, can add in some tomatoes, can add in some cucumber, kind of like the uncooked stuff, can add in some hummus. I looked for pepitas because I thought that would be really good, but I didn't see any, so did not get those. Green onions, that we want to switch it up a bit. So once I have the basics of like the quinoa and the roasted vegetables, I'll kind of get to play around with making bowls out of it, and it'll be interesting to see. And then for lunches, I got this bread that I can cut up in sandwiches, some deli meat, and then I can also use the hummus again. We already had in here, if you can see, we already had some kale and spinach mix that I can also add to those sandwiches, so that'll be good. And then for breakfast, I got a couple yogurts, and I love crunch granola because I love that. I got strawberries. We already have some blueberries, and then I also got milk like I always do, so I can make smoothies if I want to. I got eggs, so that can be breakfast. So kind of got a lot going on. And then the last thing that I planned for is I'm gonna make power balls. I'll show you when I make them, but they're like sticky, no-bake, oat, peanut butter, honey, chocolate chip kind of balls. So I got oat, I got chocolate chips, I already have peanut butter, I got honey, where's it? There it is. And then I got this mix. We already have chia seeds, but I really like hemp seeds. And this is a mix of flax, chia, and hemp. So I'm gonna put those in the balls as well. Some other fun things, I got this protein-packed muffin mix from Kodiak. This is something that has gluten, and so if Zach was here, it would only make sense to make it because he couldn't have it. But since it's just me, I thought that would be fun to do. Fairlife chocolate milk is just delicious. Little snacks, sun-dried tomato and basil wheat thin. Got the deodorant like I said I needed. This is my treat for the week. And then this also was, I just thought cool. Like put it on like some toast or some bread or something, just hot honey butter. Great on biscuits, fried chicken, seafood, and more. And I bet it is. And then I got these just for like fun little treats too. Muffin power cup and brownie power cup that they do have protein in them, so kind of makes it feel like it's fun and beneficial. Oh, and then I got olive oil just because we were almost out. So $120 for all of this that I hope will do me well through this whole week, but I guess we'll see. I think it's enough, but if not, I will just go get some more. Okay, for the power balls, so far I've stirred together about 1 1/4 cup peanut butter and then 3/4 cups of honey. I put it in the microwave for just 20 seconds to warm up the honey so it'd be easier to stir together. And then next comes the oats, which is 3 cups of them. I got quick oats, but you can 100% do old fashioned too. Old fashioned honestly might be better. They just didn't have the Great Value brand of old fashioned, and I wasn't paying Quaker money today. And the fun thing about these like little power balls is that everything is such an estimate. So after the oats is gonna come my little like health mix that I got today. The chia seeds, hemp seeds, and flax seeds. I feel like flax seeds is what you probably most commonly would see in this, but I just really like hemp. And then, I mean, you can never go wrong with chia either. Do about 1/2 cup is my plan. Oops. But I'll see once I stir it all up how it actually looks in there. Ta-da! I kept having to go back and forth with the like peanut butter honey to oat ratio, so I kind of ended up making more than maybe it would call for. I'm not sure. But I'm very excited for this because these are relatively easy, and now it's just like a very fun filling little snack to pick up. I am curious if there's a recipe that like incorporates protein powder or something into this too, because that would just be an extra little perk and make it more filling as a snack even too, if there's a little extra protein packed in there. But I feel like it couldn't be that much because like the powdery texture. I don't know. My second set of veggies is almost done, so I'm gonna get out like all the Tupperware I own and put little quinoa and a little roasted veggies in each of them after the veggies cool, because like I mentioned, then I can kind of like change the bowls that I'm doing up every day with different toppings or like different dressings or something, but the core quinoa and veggies of it will just already be prepared for me, so I don't have to cook. I can just like chop and warm something up. Check it out. Those are the finished bowls. I have 8, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 8. I feel like I have earned this laying down in bed more than I've like ever earned anything before in my life. Oh my gosh. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to today, but I feel like I always have to keep my expectations realistic. And I feel like I don't always keep my expectations realistic. And so I got a lot done. And I like cleaned the kitchen after doing that whole food palooza. And I did a little everything shower except for washing my hair. So I guess it's not an everything shower because that's kind of a big exception. But tomorrow I have a laser hair appointment. So I had to like shave everything and kind of looking at my legs being dry. I need to put on some lotion before I actually go to sleep to like wrap up loose ends that we had talked about this video, because goodness, I feel like I did so much. I sent my mom the new car form that they asked me to fill out, so she will work on that tomorrow, get it notarized, and overnight it to me again, which I feel so bad because she already did it one time. And then whenever I get that, honestly probably like day of, as soon as I get that, I'll take my car back to CarMax to actually sell it to them with the proper forms this time, because whenever I sat there for so long getting it appraised, where they like were determining the value and like what they would give it to me, that is good for 7 days, and so it's good until close of business on Saturday. And I mean, if it's longer than that, then I would just have to sit there while they appraise it again. But I'm hoping that we can get that form done and in before next Saturday so that I can just sell my car. Just because that's been something so big looming over me for the longest, where I know that I've wanted to sell my car, but just like with the paperwork and with the different states, and it's still registered in Missouri, and then the title being under 2 names, like it has been this big hump that I just like had to learn, because I've never like sold my car like this before. So unfortunately, that is not all closed up in a tiny little bow this video, but whether it's this upcoming work week or next weekend, because I'm planning on just like vlogging excessively while Zach's out of town, sometime soon my car will be all done. In this upcoming work week vlog, you'll see like how my meal prepping went, if I actually like enjoy it. I feel like a hard thing with meal prepping is that I bet by the end of the week I'm going to be like, if I have to eat another piece of quinoa and another roasted vegetable, I can't do it. But that's why I tried to get the added that I can add on top, and like I don't know what dressings and seasonings we have, but I can like experiment with that so that it'll actually taste different each time. Living alone reflections, even though it's only been like not even 36 hours yet. I miss Zach. He right now, as I'm filming this, is on a flight from Atlanta to Barcelona, because his big cruise that he's taking is taking off from Barcelona. So he is up to very big things. It's a family trip for them. That's why I'm here. Because remember when I went to Ohio, that was for his brother's graduation. So they're like celebrating that. I also would not really be able to take off just like 2 weeks. I feel like I joked about it yesterday whenever Zach was actually leaving, when I was like, just watch me descend into a depressive episode in the next 2 weeks. And I feel like I'm trying to be so proactive against that, because I do know, even though this is probably not a great trait, but like if I'm just left to my own devices and don't like have to go out and see other people, or like don't have Zach here at home, I can like lose motivation to do habits that are actually good for me, and like I can get kind of sad, which then like affect me. But it is good that like going to work and everything, I'm gonna have human interaction even if Zach's not here. And so many people live alone, so this is like not a unique experience. It's just unique for me because usually I have my person that I can just like hang out with all of the time. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that like we did in this vlog that I have closing remarks to. You can definitely expect moving content this summer, even though I wish you couldn't. You can. It's 9:45. I think my goal is to be asleep by 10. I started reading last night, but I honestly was so tired that I don't know how much I actually retained it. But Finley Donovan Rolls the Dice, which is the 4th book in the Finley Donovan series. I feel like I'm not that excited going in, which is a bummer because I've loved all the other Finley Donovans, but just because the reviews that I've heard people say about it, it's just like it's kind of the same thing over again, which I could see being true based on the last 3 books. But like if the same thing is fun, then hopefully I don't mind it just like happening over again. So I'm gonna read. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna start a new work week vlog tomorrow when I wake up. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on that. Thanks so much for watching this video. I feel like you gotta know me better. Like even though it's in a different way and it was through this like productive weekend and so many little moving parts going on, I feel like this is the kind where it's like, okay, we're hanging out, we're doing life together, which I feel like is just really fun and really rewarding that I get to live my life and then like share it and connect with you all through the screen too. So I appreciate you so much. I'll see you next time.